going on? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What's going on, everybody? We're here in beautiful Florida. We're bringing this low from Oklahoma down to Royal Palm Beach, Florida. We're gonna do the drop off today. Uh, I overslept. You know, I drew late last night. I was trying to get the most, that I could in, and I did. Uh, I pulled to a loft in Pensacola, thinking that I wasn't gonna find a parking, and luckily I found one spot. I went right in there, you know, perfectly backed up right away. Because I had like three trucks in front of me that got in. And I don't know how they mixed it, and I had trucks behind me looking for parking. So I said, nah, I'm not gonna lose this parking. This is mine right here. I got in there, parked, went, took a shower, relaxed, watched a movie, and went uh, went to sleep. You know, went right to sleep, man. I watched that movie on Netflix. What is called? Black Bunny, something like that. I forgot what it's called, but it's a decent movie. Uh, yeah, I mean it's not a movie. It's like a series, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Uh, but yeah, it's pretty good, pretty good. And I got up when the alarm went on, and I ignored it, and I said I gotta sleep for 30 more minutes, man. I ended up sleeping like 3 more hours. Well, we're still on time to make the delivery on time, so we good. I knew I had some more hours, where I would have to be sitting at the cheaper waiting to get unloaded. Uh, I'm still waiting. I was talking with the agent. He said he's gonna find me a low. I said, man, it's Friday already, man. It's getting late. You haven't told me anything. He said, I got you, man. Just give me some time. I said, man, you know, just let me know. But like I said, I'm not that say if I don't find anything, I just do my 34 and enjoy this weather down here in Florida. Uh, I got plenty of family down here, so I could visit one of my family members. Uh, you know, they're always telling me to stop by, check them out, which I do when I can. Try to do that when I can. Uh, but yeah, guys, it is Friday, and man, I was looking at the lows in the spot market out of Florida, and they sucks, man. They sucks. 52 cents, 90 cents, 107. Uh, and man, then it's low going long distance, to Arizona, California, weighing 40,000 pounds, man. I don't know how people are gonna do a load for 52 cents, man. I don't know. It's not a partial load either. It's full loads, weighing 40,000 pounds. I don't know. I mean, I don't know who do those kind of loads. That doesn't even make sense at all. But hey, I guess some people do, right? Yeah, yeah. I still feeling, sleepy. slow. Uh, I usually sleep like 5 6 hours, but I slept more than that today. And instead of waking up, you know, without our energy, I feel worse. I feel like uh, I could go back to sleep. But I got my coffee. I got my coffee here, and we're gonna keep moving. Yeah, I want to thank new guy that came in to Mercer. He put me as a referral. Uh, he's out of California. Good dude. I'll be talking with him in the phone. Mitch, I learned something from him. He put me on to a situation about Mercer. That you're able to get access to that one low board. Obviously we can't book the lows. We gotta go through agents, but uh, you know, you got more eyes out there. You could see if there's something good out there, and you gotta see. If Mercer uh, work with those brokers, then you golden. But yeah, I appreciate Mitch for giving me that information. I appreciate you, man. Hope everything's working out for you. You know, and that you keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. Keep making that money. Keep making that money, man. Uh, Telling you guys, I've been wanting to stay in the Midwest, but I'm not able, man. I keep getting lows. The first, my first low coming out of my house, going down to Texas, and then, uh, going down to, yeah, where I dropped my first low in uh, Kansas. Yeah, Kansas. No, the low that I dropped was in Ashland, Kentucky, and then from Ashland I picked up in Nashville. I went somewhere, but anyways, whatever low was, it just took me away from the Midwest, and I want to stay up there, man. 'Cause that's where the really the good money it is. Uh, you know, they slow, they pay great going to decent, not great because it's not great to be honest, but they pay decent going to Florida, but then coming out of Florida, man, it's just and like I said, I've been lucky every time I come down here, uh, and I got decent lows coming out. However, I don't know if that's gonna be my situation today. Just because this low dropped late, and for me to pick up my next low, it gotta be tomorrow, Saturday. So it's very hard, to find a low for Saturday. So that's the situation, that I put myself in. Uh, if it was a weekday like today, if it was today, he called me with a military low out of Pensacola. Uh, it was out of their head miles, but the low was paying great. Good money. You know, great money, over $4 a mile. So I wouldn't mind the head, but I couldn't take it because when I got this low, I got it from him, and when he gave me the information, he didn't tell me that it dropped late on Friday. If I would have knew that, I would have never take it. To be honest with you, and that's on me because I should have asked. But sometimes you deal with people, and you just forget to ask the right questions, man. And I did that. It's my mistake. So looking at low in Florida is already hard enough. More on a weekend, you know. So that's where I'm at. He said before he leave, he will find me a low. So we will see. We will see. We will see. That's all I could do, right? If not, I just gonna have to sit, do my 34. Well, do more than 34. Uh, park my truck, call my friend to pick me up, or call my cousin. You know, one of them to pick me up, and just you know, enjoy the weekend, right? I'm not sure if that's what I want to do, but if I gotta stay down here, believe me, I'm not gonna stay in a truck stop. I will park my truck and uh, enjoy Florida a little bit. Uh, that's what we do. Sometimes, I mean, sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do, man. But yeah, hopefully he called me with a low. Like I say, if not, I just will, do the best that I can. That's to enjoy my time. Uh, you know, it's always good to enjoy your time, man. When you're doing your 34, you don't have to stay in a truck stop, man. Even if you don't got family in a place, you could go, in town, get a Uber, go to a decent restaurant, have a nice meal. You deserve that, man. You deserve that. You work hard. You gotta enjoy life. Uh, you know, why not? You know, I mean, you're the one putting the work in. You gotta enjoy. You gotta enjoy life too. But like I said, I'll be honest. If it's up to me, I will get a load and keep it moving. Uh, you know, keep moving with my recap. That way I don't have to do my 34. But we will see, guys. We will see. I will keep you guys updated. Like and subscribe. Help the channel. I got over 200 subscribers already. See, we get to 1,000. You know, uh, you guys are the ones that could help me. Everybody that has subscribed, man, I appreciate you guys. The support, all the likes that you guys give me, I appreciate it. Anything you guys want me to talk about, you could write a comment, give me some ideas. I always put my camera facing forward when I'm driving because I'm pretty sure you guys want to see the view instead of being looking at me. Uh, I'll be honest, man. I've been looking for content in YouTube uh, from other YouTubers, man. I'm not saying anything, man. But it's not a lot of good content out there, man. Um, you know, I do watch Cash is King. I watch Trucker Todd. I watch. I used to watch other guys, but they went to the recruiting uh, show, uh, which I respect. They gotta do what they gotta do, man. But I mean, you're recruiting people for American Carrier, uh, and you're gonna tell them to get in a lease that they're gonna make $1,800 to, you know, if you're gonna make $1,800, man, just stay as a company driver, man. That's just my opinion, man. Get a local job. I was making that, in a local job with JB Hunt. If that's the money you're gonna make, man, just stay as get a local job and you sleep at your house all the time. Other responsibilities, your truck breaking down, everything for $1,800, man. That's my opinion. It's not worth it. But like I say, not everything is for for everybody. Some for some people work, some people they happy with that, and I respect that, But my opinion will be always try to save some money, discipline yourself, man. Go hard for 5 6 months, save $5,000, get yourself a used truck out there, man. They got international used trucks, they got low mountain, a lot of ways. That way you got a monthly payment. You don't gotta be paying $700 a week, man, for a truck that's never gonna be yours. Because man, the success of owning that truck is very low, man. And then that's the honest truth. I'm not trying to knock anybody down, man, but it's real. It's reality, man. It's true. I mean, but hey, sometimes we gotta do what we gotta do, man. If that's your situation and it worked for you, man, more power to you, man. But if my advice will be to save some money. Even get 2 jobs, man, if you have to. Uh, you know, because it will pay better at the end, man. Uh, you know, you won't have that pressure of always being forced to be in the truck because you got that payment every week. Uh, like I say, it's people out there they doing the lease purchase or whatever programs they got, and they successful. I'm not saying you cannot be successful. I just saying that it's better ways, man. Better ways. But if that's your only way of doing things, and you want to get some experience as an owner operator, and learn the ropes, uh, and that's the route you got to go. I respect that. I won't say you're not an owner operator. You're an owner operator. My eyes. Granted, those places you get dispatched. Or you pick the lows out of the low board, which I mean, in my eyes, you're an owner operator, man. You're learning how to pay your truck. You're learning, you're paying for your fuel, for your maintenance, you know, and but you just those list purchase programs, man. They're rip off, man. They're rip off. But hey, so I understand sometimes that's the way people got to do things to to climb to the next step, man. And if that's the case, man, do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Do what you got to do. I just, if you want my advice, I will advise you save some money, get you a used truck, come to a company like Mercer. Uh, even out there, man, they got local mops and pops, owner operator companies that pay, more than Mercer, 85%. Do your research, man. Go to a company. They got, contract freight that could keep you moving, uh, and they let you do, they let you be free, they let you really manage your company, That's just my opinion. Uh, that's my advice. Don't listen to what people put out there in videos, man, but also do your research, man. Because so some people don't say things the way they are. You know what I mean? They're just trying to get the money. I'm not saying everybody's like that, because you got YouTubers out there. They recruit people, and they tell you the way it is, man. This is how much you're gonna make. Uh, you know, uh, this is what you're gonna face if you want to come here. But just know that this is what you're gonna get. And that's fine, man. They're being honest. I just don't like when people do videos and you could tell they lying. You know, like they over pushing it. When you see somebody trying to sell you, you know, something so hard, it's not real, man. You know, they trying too hard. You know what I mean? If you really that successful where you at, and you really you know, everything's so good where you at, you know, you will definitely don't have to push anything. You know, just like me, man. I get guys. You know, guy wrote me email a few days ago. He said, "Hey, what's your referral code?" You know, I'm coming to Mercer. You know, I haven't talked to him nothing. He just asked me. I gave it to him. He said he put me in. You know, I had another guy, Mitch. You know, before he was coming, he was getting his truck from Low Mountain. Uh, we talked in the phone. You know, I told him the inside, and you know, he said my videos help him out. That he put me as a referral, and I said, man, thank you. You know, I appreciate that. You know, so you know, if people put me on, I definitely appreciate it. You know, uh, like I say, it doesn't cost anybody anything. But I'm not here trying to sell you something that you know, or pushing hard for you to make a decision. You know, uh, but yeah, just be careful. That's all I gotta say, man. With people that try to, you know, be so hard on you about going into a place. Do your own research. If that, you know, if that's what you like, that's what work for you. Uh, you know, make the best decision that fit you. You know, some companies, you know, it might be better in your area. You know, you might have more friends in your area. It might, you know, it might keep you more around your house more. You know, things like that, man. You gotta do your own research. You know, uh, for me, you know, Mercer works. I go by my house a lot. I also do a lot of long distance loads that I like, you know, and they don't bother me, you know. They don't bother me, so that's the main thing. Uh, I will say the orientation is pretty simple. They are very strict inspecting the trucks. I will say that, you know. Some people say the guys in the inspection department, you know, they're very tough. But if they find it, a DOT officer could find it too. So you know, you got to look at it that way. Uh, you know, they found stuff in my truck when I went when I went there. I was like, shit, you know. And you know, for me, it wasn't nothing major. It was you know things that I was like, damn, for this, you know, really. But hey, it is what it is, man. Uh, you know, so keep that in mind if you come into Mercer. They're very strict. Make sure your truck is in order, is ready to go. Do your research. The rotation is pretty fast. I think it's like 3 days, 2 days and a half. Then after that, you know, you gotta wait for your trailer. You know, usually everything is done the same week. By that Friday, you will have a load and be out of there. Uh, Even Thursday, you know. So it all depends what day you start, you know. But yeah, I think it's a you know it's a smooth orientation. The person that give the orientation, they're very you know got a lot of knowledge. You know, you got to give it to him. Uh, and you know, like most of the companies, everybody, all the heads from the different departments, they come over, they talk to you. You know, they let you know how things work. You know, the fuel card, the ELD, the low bore, all those things. They let you know. They explain you the fuel surcharge, all the situation. So that's the best time to, if you come in, all the questions. The If you already made that decision to come, let's say to Mercer, make sure any question you got, write it in a piece of paper, and when your orientation, you ask them, hey, can you answer this question for me? That way you don't live out of there with doubts in your mind. But yeah, it's definitely a pretty fast orientation. I think the fastest orientation that I have ever go through was we have to F, where you do it from home. In a video, was pretty fast. Then after that, probably Mercer is the fastest one. You know, uh, like I say, a lot of times they finish the orientation. Sometimes, they just waiting on your drug test to come back to get you rolling. Louisville is a great area for Mercer to get loads out of there. So you probably will start with a good load. Coming out of the Louisville area. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna let you guys go, man. Like and subscribe, help the channel. Shout out to everybody that support me. That has subscribed to my channel. We're gonna keep rolling. We're gonna try to get to 1 million subscribers. Oh man, you know, hopefully, right? But yeah, like and subscribe. Thank you for your support, man. God bless everybody. Stay positive. Enjoy your weekend. I just gonna see what's gonna happen. I'm gonna call the agent right now and say, "Hey, what's going on, man? It's getting late. I need to know. I need to know." But I will let you guys know if I got a low. I will do another video tomorrow. If not, then I will do my 34 hours, and I probably won't do any videos. So, anyways, guys, have a blessed week, nice weekend. Enjoy it. Be safe. Stay blessed. God bless everybody, man.